Hey, welcome back. Here are the results. Watch me step on the scale real quick. As you can see there, I weighed 215.4. That means we lost 16 pounds in 21 days. I know I expected to lose a little bit more, but I did approach keto a little bit differently this time with making sure that my proteins were around 100 grams. Beforehand, I really didn't care. I also didn't care about my calories. Like, say I had 1,400 calories in a day. I didn't care about that when I first started doing keto about a year ago. And yes, you're going to lose a tremendous amount of weight if your calories are low like that because you are in a calorie deficit, which means you are going to lose weight from everywhere that you can possibly lose it, from your muscles, from your fat, from everything. And I don't suggest doing that unless you really need to drop 30 or 40 pounds within the next couple of months. Maybe you shouldn't even approach it that way, but again, your highest amount of weight loss is going to come from your calories being low and your carbohydrates being low. However, you've got to get enough fat in your body every single day to create those ketones, because if not, you're going to be tired. And that's what sucks about, the ketogenic diet. If you don't eat fat, you are going to be tired. You're going to experience other things that's going to suck too. But so with my thoughts on this round of keto, this 21 days of keto, I'm not stopping. It was just, this was for video purposes and to try to help you guys out. I feel like if you can do keto for 21 days, you're going to understand how to do it, and if you even want to do it, because you might not want to. My wife has never enjoyed doing it, so it's one of those things. It's not for everybody. I mean, I'm doing all the cooking for her, so it's all she has to do is eat what I give her, but she didn't enjoy doing it. And that's what makes every diet a diet. Is it sustainable? Just like being a vegetarian or a vegan for me, I have to have my meats. Like I do. I'm not against anybody that's vegan or vegetarian. My cousin is vegan. She doesn't have time to work out and she's not interested in doing any kind of exercise, so she does the vegan diet and it works good for her. I mean, is she all toned up? No, because she doesn't go to the gym. You can't be toned up if you don't go to the gym. But she's not overweight, she's not unhealthy, and she feels good. Same thing with keto. You don't have to exercise if you don't want to. I mean, everyone has goals. I think if you're really overweight and maybe you haven't been to the gym for a while, do keto for a couple months. Start feeling good about yourself. Start having a different mindset of, hey, I feel better, I look better. Maybe I should start going to the gym and toning up. And then you know what? You don't even have to do all that, It's really just about, what do you want your body to look like? Do you just want to be skinny? Do you care if you are toned up or not? If not, then you don't really have to worry about your protein so much. Again, the 70-20-10 rule is what most people go off of, and that one will work for you. I definitely suggest, I don't think I've ever read this anywhere, but I think everyone that does keto should be getting around 100 grams of fat per day, unless you don't have a gallbladder or you have gallbladder issues or thyroid issues, because that is going to cause a problem processing the fat. I'm not 100% sure about the thyroid situation, but it's something that you need to look up. If you have organ problems or if you have health problems, you need to figure out if keto is going to be even healthy for you to do, because it may end up, hurting you. So again, it's not a bad thing to do your own research. I'm not saying go to your PCP and go ask him so he can blow a bunch of smoke up your butt like Jillian Michael does everybody. But again, just do some research. It's super simple to do. My sinuses are better. If you remember, I started these videos off, I had a sinus infection. My sinus has finally gotten better. I do live in Arkansas where we have a lot of humidity and we have a ton of allergens, and our weather is 70 degrees one day, 19 the next. It's just all over the place. So for me to control my sinuses, a lot of people here in Arkansas do take sinus medication. Don't quote me on that because I don't know the percentages, but I'm gonna guess that most people do here anyway. I do not take any kind of sinus medication. Now, if I start getting like super sick and have sinus issues, I will take something for a few days, but that's just really to combat whatever's going on. However, the negative things that I have seen from me doing keto is I don't sleep good anyway. And for some reason, my brain functions on a higher level whenever I have a lot of ketones running in my body. And where that is negative is when I lay down in bed at night, my brain just races and races and races. I think you can take magnesium to combat that, but I'm just one of those people, if I don't need to spend the money on it, why spend the money on it? Maybe I should. I don't know, maybe I will do some testing on it and then shoot a video and, you know, bring that back to you if that's something you guys are interested in. Again, I know that these videos that I'm making right now, like the dieting ones, they don't get watched a lot. I get it. It's fine. I mean, I get it. Me rambling on for, you know, 20 minutes is a little bit boring when a lot of people just want me to test products. So that brings me to the next point. I am going to start testing products again. I ordered the stuff to do so. I've got a running list, but if there's something you want me to test, you might want to ask me now, because all the people who have been writing me for like a year are waiting on me to test all these different things. A lot of it's going to come down to drinks, because I think that's what people are interested in, is drinks. And I'm more interested in things that they tell us we shouldn't eat, like how about I eat a handful of carrots and get all that carotene in me and see if that, you know, raises my blood sugar, or does it knock me out of ketosis, or a banana or an orange, or, you know, that's kind of what I am interested in, is foods, because again, you're going to limit yourself on foods when it comes to doing the ketogenic diet. So therefore, I think testing the foods would be more beneficial to me. However, I understand people want to drink energy drinks. I cannot exclude myself from that list. I shouldn't be drinking energy drinks, and no, neither should you, but you shouldn't drink alcohol either, or smoke pot and all that other stuff. So, you know what I mean? It's just half a dozen one another, however you want to say it. We all have some that we really, really like. I know there's a lot of people that just have to have their Diet Coke. Thankfully, it's somewhat keto friendly. Am I gonna say you should be drinking Diet Coke? Absolutely not. You know that you shouldn't be. Nobody should be drinking stuff like that. You shouldn't be drinking anything other than coffee, tea, or water, to be honest with you. But, however, we all have our vices. We all have something that makes us happy. And again, a diet is not a good diet unless it's sustainable. So if you can drink a Diet Coke and it keeps you doing keto, you're doing the right thing. Don't let anybody talk smack to you about it. Don't care what anybody says. Just like, you know, with these people bashing keto, the ketogenic diet is not bad for you. I don't care what anybody says. If you have health problems, yes, it may complicate your health problems. It may fix your health problems. This diet was specifically made for kids who had epilepsy back in the day. Of course, their diet was way different than the 70-20-10 split. It was more like, I think, 90% fat, 10% protein, and like no carbs, which is crazy to even think about. I can't even imagine what it would do to do that. Maybe we should test that one time and for like a week do the 90-10-0 and see what happens. I don't know. Eggs have a little bit of carbs in them, so it might be hard to get that exact percentage, but we can try to do it anyway. However, again, that's just my brain thinking about things as far as testing goes, because that's what this channel is going to go back to doing, is testing things, because that's what people want to see. And I want people to come to my channel and get information from specific things. Like maybe you were wanting to see if Diet Coke was keto friendly, and then you're like, hey, this guy does a 21-day challenge. He shows us what he eats for 21 days. I'm going to watch this. If I can help one person get healthier, that's what this whole thing is about. I don't make any money off this. Actually, YouTube really just, I think I got enough views and like followers and subscribers that they just monetize everything out of nowhere. I just realized it the other day that it's all monetized. I don't make that much money because I don't get that many views, but I technically don't make any money off of any of this. It was not my intentions to make money off this either. So just so you know, I'm not out there to get your money. Anytime that I suggest you to drink something or eat something, it's only because I use it and I actually like it. And again, I am super hardcore when it comes to, you know, these net carbs, because people are lying to you. These packages, these cookies, these things that people are telling you. So you're telling me you're gonna eat 30 carbs, but 28 of it's fiber, so you're only getting 2 carbs out of that? Think about that for a minute. I mean, it's too good to be true because it's not true. And then again, you got to think about stuff like Quest bars and stuff. So you think you're eating something that is helping you. Well, there's not enough things like macro and micronutrition in that to even help you. You would have been way better off making your own granola bar or something like that, some kind of keto dessert that has the nutrients that you actually need in it. You see what I'm saying? So I know that, you know, sometimes you need a sweet and you don't want to just make keto sweets and that kind of stuff. And I could go on and on about this issue. And I think this is going to be part of what tomorrow is going to be talking about, because I was going to do this whole video with talking about like the email that I send to people, that kind of stuff, and like just break it down and tell you my absolute thoughts on it. But this is the end of the 21-day challenge, and I wanted this video to be about the 21-day challenge, which it is, and we're still on the ballpark. A lot of good things have came out of it. I've done some experimenting. I think we're doing everything fine, and I actually like this macro restriction. I actually hit it today without even trying. Like, I mean, nailed it. Like 2,000 calories, 110 grams of protein, 180 grams of fat, and then I think I had 25 grams of carbs. Those are perfect macros, and I did not even try to do that. I did try one of those hot links. You remember, I don't know, I think it was like maybe week 2 or something. I got those hot links, those like red hot links, like the Earl Johnson or some crap like that, and I said that it gave me stomach issues. That happened again today because I had it today. So I took that whole package of those hot links and I threw it away. Listen to your body, because if you eat some stuff and it makes you feel like crap, chances are you probably shouldn't be eating that. Just saying. I am gonna post my MyFitnessPal, like what I had today. I did not take a video of all the things I ate today because, again, this video was not about that. But I'll go ahead and put them up here because I'm sure you want to see it maybe. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, I will see you tomorrow with probably a very long video, and it's probably going to be boring as crap, but it is going to help anybody who is wanting to start the keto diet and just kind of get their head around it. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, and believe it or not, I wrote that like a year ago, so there's a good chance that I may argue with myself on this. So might be something you want to check out. Again, I will send that email to you for free. It has no links to buy stuff on. Like, it has nothing to do with any of that. It is literally just my thoughts. I picked my own brain for like 5 hours one day and wrote this. And again, I wrote it like an hour ago. I mean, what am I saying? A year ago. And I still think it's relevant because this was stuff that I like studied. I really, really studied the ketogenic diet to make sure that it was going to be healthy for me and not harmful. Because, I mean, you don't want to do a diet that somehow does something to you that's irreversible. You know what I mean? So you should think about anything in a context of that. Like, you know, you wouldn't go have a huge alcohol problem and just think that everything's gonna be fine, just you're just gonna quit one day. I mean, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. But keto is, for the most part, safe. It's just as good as any other diet that you could ever possibly imagine doing, because again, it's all gonna be what is sustainable. And you know, I've got friends that do keto that on the weekends, they don't do keto, and then they just go right back at it Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, they eat whatever they want. Do keto the way that it works for you. But I will say, the first 21 days of doing keto, I probably wouldn't do any cheat meals because, again, your body has no clue what it's looking for. So if you've done keto for like a couple months and then you quit, this doesn't include you in the 21 day like I was telling you about, because your body already kind of understands, hey, I use this for energy, these ketones that are being produced by my liver for energy. So with that being said, if you've never done keto before, and you're trying it for the first time, I highly suggest you do 21 days of keto. Keep your carbs under 30, keep your fats at least 100 grams, minimal 100 grams, and everything will work out. I think a lot of people will say 20 grams on the carbs, but again, I think you're nitpicking at that point and it doesn't really matter, especially if you're eating greens. If you're eating salads, if you are getting your carbs from greens and not just some bullcrap that's mixed into what you're eating, you should be fine. I mean, you can't tell me that eating salad and celery and broccoli with all the carbs in it are bad for you. You cannot tell me that. If that goes against everything that I could ever think of, because you know your micronutrients are in all those greens, and you should definitely do greens. If you are not eating some kind of vegetables, I highly suggest you do it and not get it out of a can. Anyway, I've rambled on forever, and tomorrow's video is probably going to be really long, and it's probably going to be boring, but is it educational? Yes. Thank you for sticking with me through the 21-day challenge. I enjoyed doing it. It seemed like a lot of work when I know it isn't. I just know that I'm giving up on family time to do this because I always do these videos after my wife gets off of work, and you know, everybody's sitting in the living room waiting on me to come watch TV with them and stuff, and I'll be editing this while I'm watching TV. It's not that big a deal. When I start doing the actual keto testing, that'll be something I'll do on a Saturday and a Sunday morning, and we'll test it. I'll be able to edit the video and get it out the same day. So those testing videos are super easy. I don't have to think about anything to talk about. I have the product to talk about. We test it, yada, yada, boom, done. So anyway, I hope you are doing keto. If you want keto information, email me right here, okay? This is info@ketoetiquette.com. If you ever want to follow me on my Fitness Pal, you can simply type in jasoncissell@gmail.com. And then you can add me as a friend. The email that I send, I think it shows you how to use my Fitness Pal properly and the things that you can do with it. I have some videos on making recipes on there. I have a lot. I'll try to think of more stuff. Again, this is not something I make money off of and I'm dedicated hardcore to. So if I disappear for like a month or so, I'm sorry. It's just one of those things that I don't want to just keep producing videos and saying the same thing over and over again. I want to make videos that are something that someone can think about. And I mean, something that, like, again, like the 90% fat thing that the traditional keto was, maybe we try that for a week. See, that would be something I would want to shoot because it's educational, kind of the same way with like fasted cardio. I did like a 2 or 3 day series on fasted cardio and should you do fasted cardio versus what if you have fat drink before the cardio. There's just little different things, and it's just nitpicking the diet, because after you do keto for a while, you start thinking, I wonder if, and I'm gonna try to answer those wonder ifs for you. All you have to do is ask me, email me, put it on the comments below. Again, I hope the best for you if you decide to do this diet. You know, just get a hold of me if you need a little bit of help. I do not do diet plans for people. I tried to do that at one point in time and it wasn't for me because, again, we are two different people. So anyway, I've rambled on enough and I will definitely see you tomorrow. Until then, keep it keto.